Hi Shikha,
Hi Anupriya.
I'm glad you are back for a talk with me. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very curious to know what we are talking about today.
Well, today we are going to discuss the effect of pollution on human health.
Isn't that a topic we all already know about? I already know how badly pollution can affect our physical well-being and how being exposed to pollutants over a long period of time can cause skin issues, hair fall, digestive issues, and even serious cardiovascular and respiratory diseases. Pollution of air, water, and soil collectively is one of the major causes of all deaths worldwide and affects underdeveloped countries even more severely due to lack of resources. So, what new topic are we discussing today?
Very well said, Shikha. Pollution causes all levels of health problems, but these are not restricted to just our physical body. Even though there have not been extensive studies, but pollution also appears to have an effect on our mental health. And this is what we are here to discuss today.
Our mental health? That's an interesting area of study. What all does it encompass?
Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps regulate how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. As defined by the World Health Organization, mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and can make contributions to his or her community.
Oh, yes. Ever since the COVID-19 began, more and more focus has been given to the topic. Isolation, lockdowns, change of life as we knew it, and unprecedented amount of death had certainly led to more focus being given to mental health. But does pollution also affect our mental well-being?
Yes, Shikha. As shocking as it is, pollution, especially air pollution, seems to be having a direct impact on our mental health and even more on those who suffer from mental health conditions. While the effects of air pollutants on mental health conditions have been less well studied, it has been observed that there is an association between increasing levels of air pollution and a range of mental health outcomes. While studies have not yet been able to identify why there is an association, it has been noted that a number of biological, psychological, and social issues of varying degrees are caused by rising air pollution.
Oh my, honestly, that sounds a bit scary. This means that pollution can have an impact on our health that we may not even be able to see. And since resources for mental health are not widely available, people will not be able to get the help that they need?
You are exactly right. It is not just that there is a lack of resources, but pollution is also unequally experienced by people. Exposure to pollution can vary by city, country, income level, ethnicity, age, and whether people live in industrialized areas of cities or near major roads. In many cases, poor and less well-educated people are most exposed despite not living near the center or in cities. Therefore, globally, the less well-off and least educated in society have poorer mental health outcomes and even worse support systems and acceptance of such mental health-related issues.
Whoa! So just like we discussed last time, those who belong to poor communities are affected even worse by such issues? But Anupriya, when we say mental health issues caused by pollution, what are the issues that we are talking about?
Yes. Pollution causes many mental health issues, some of which you may recognize but not directly relate to pollution. Let us start with depression. In 2017, Christina Wert and her colleagues from Barcelona identified significantly increasing rates of depression among those exposed to a range of air pollutants, with doubling odds of depression for each 1/1,000,000th of a gram per cubic meter nitrogen oxide increase to a population. This study also identified associations between higher concentrations of air pollutants and psychiatric medication usage. There have been many such other studies that have found a correlation between increasing air pollution and depression. As you may know, depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. It causes feelings of sadness and or a loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease your ability to function at work and at home. But remember, depression is different from sadness or grief. In grief, painful feelings come in waves, often intermixed with positive memories. In major depression, mood and interest are decreased for the most part. Self-esteem is also affected during major depression, where feelings of worthlessness and self-loathing are common. Can you imagine being this badly affected by pollution?
This is horrible, Anupriya. I have heard of depression even leading to suicide and death in many people. And to have it to be caused by something like pollution seems scary.
This is not all, Shikha. Depression is just one of the mental health concerns that get aggravated by pollution. According to studies, increasing levels of particulate matter such as PM10 and PM2.5 can also lead to anxiety disorders. Links have been reported between particulate matter concentration and anxiety symptoms, and it has been found that the association between anxiety symptoms and air pollution is greater for those in lower socioeconomic groups and those with pre-existing physical health conditions. Additionally, it has been identified that higher levels of environmental air pollutants in early childhood can be associated with autistic spectrum disorders and psychotic disorders later in the life of children. Prenatal exposure to high levels of air pollutants have also been a cause of concern for a range of health issues in children, and there has been some work, although incomplete, which suggests there could be evidence for poorer mental development in children born to mothers with high air pollution exposure during pregnancy.
This is unbelievable. I did not realize how badly pollution and particulate matter affected our mental well-being.
These studies are only a beginning. The relationship between mental health and pollution is still a barely explored area of study. Since people don't realize there is a relation between the two, they don't associate their own deteriorating mental health with growing pollution. Since mental health is still a taboo subject in many communities, not much attention is given to those who suffer from these ailments as well.
I cannot imagine how it must feel to suffer, not be able to pinpoint the cause of even the exact feeling of what is harming us. There must be something that can be done for this problem, though.
Yes, many things can be done for this problem. We can all make an effort to reduce our exposure to pollutants and do our best to cause less pollution as well. Even simple activities such as using public transport, buying local produce, saving electricity, and reducing use of plastic can drastically affect an entire city's pollution rates. Additionally, we can organize plantation drives, compost our organic waste, and reduce, reuse, and recycle our other waste. These activities not only help in combating pollution but also give our mental health a boost, releasing positive hormones into the body. Can you think of other things we can do on a larger scale to tackle pollution and its effect on mental health?
I think better planning of cities, urban design, tackling traffic, and monitoring industrial pollution can also be helpful in solving this problem.
Very well said, Shikha. I am sure there are other ways to overcome pollution as well.
Well, why don't we ask our audience to put down their thoughts in the comments? I'm sure they have many other innovative ways to tackle pollution and the adverse effects it is having on our mental well-being.
You are right. I look forward to reading their thoughts on our portal www.CLAP4Ganga.com, and I also look forward to our next chat.
This was a great discussion, Anupriya. Let's talk again soon.